Morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Well, my name is Thomas Taylor III, coming to you live once again from Lawrenceville, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, on this Sunday, April 30th. Yep, I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's the last day of the month. It goes fast. It doesn't wait around. It doesn't hope that you understand. Life don't hope that you get it. Tomorrow will be May 1st, right? So, hey, this morning, my coach always told me be half as long and twice as strong, right? I'm out here, in Lawrenceville. It's raining, rainy day. When it's raining out there, you kind of want to just kind of chill out, sit inside, not really go outside, just kind of think about things that you need to do. This morning, I want to talk to those individuals specifically who feel like they want more out of life. But for some reason, things are not moving as fast as you would like them, or things are not happening the way you would like them. So this morning, I'm going to give you guys just a few jewels, right? I'll give you 3 jewels to be exact, right? And so now, again, this is for individuals who just want more career, different things in life, right? Whether it be in business, whether it be career-wise, or even just personal, right? Just the things that you're doing, the things that you're experiencing is not enough, right? And now, for some people, it is, right? Because for some people, they're comfortable, where they want to be, and that's fine. All right, this is no judgment, but I'm specifically talking to those individuals who just feel like, excuse me, the things that they're doing is just not enough. Like they realize and know that there is another level, right? So the first thing I want to talk to you about is identifying what it is you feel you need to be doing, right? So if that's in your career, right, identify what that next level is for you, right? Whether it be a promotion, whether it be a situation where it's more responsibility, whether it be, another job, it just kind of depends. But really take some time to identify what that looks like, right? Because sometimes we say we want certain things, but if somebody asks you, okay, so what does that look like, Mike? What does that look like, Mary? What does that look like, John? It's kind of hard for you to actually describe what it actually looks like, right? So again, I want you to be clear on what that is, right? Because that's kind of the first step to what we're going to talk about today, and that's manifestation, right? So, this morning, whether it be business, again, career or personal, I kind of really want to talk about how do I have things when I want more out of life? How do I have those things? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Brother Allen. How do I have those things manifest, right? When I know what I'm doing is just not enough. Again, right? In terms of manifestation, number one, I want you to be clear on what that looks like. Now, if you got to take a little bit more time to find out for yourself what that looks like, that's fine. Good morning. Because understanding and being clear, now the universe has a clear depiction on what it is my man, Brother Allen, wants. Like, what do you want, right? Because this is the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. If I ask you, Allen, Brother Allen, what don't you like? Most people can rattle off, well, I don't like fish, well, I don't like cheese, well, I don't like dairy, right? Okay, cool. And then if I say, okay, what do you like? It's a little bit harder. You see, most people will kind of take a step back and they'll pause when you ask them, what do they like? Because they got to take a moment, because for some reason, the things that we want and things that we like, we suppress them in the back of our brain. But the things that we don't like, the things that we don't want, they right on the tip of our tongue, right? We say those, boom, just like that. because we're so used to that. We're so accustomed to that because unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we just live in a negative society, right? That's just the reality of it. I said that before. But again, in terms of manifesting, right, the things that you want to have and live a different life, whether it be business, career, or personal, the first thing I want you guys to do is to be clear. What is it? What does it look like? If somebody asks you, can you actually paint a picture on a white canvas, right? Get crystal clear on what that is. Now, the key is, what is it for you? Not for us, not for my family, not for my boys, not for my community, for you. What does that look like? Number one, that's important. And then, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my good brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're talking about manifestation this Sunday morning, April 30th, last day of the month. Tomorrow's April 1st. So number one, again, get clear, crystal clear on those things that you say you want. Number two is, how much do you believe that you can actually obtain it, right? Because sometimes we say we want certain things, but we have this funny thing where we don't really believe that we can obtain it, right? So I want you to get clear on what it is, and I want you to believe. Now, if you got to do things to help your belief, or if you have to borrow somebody else's belief, right? There be somebody else in your circle who's doing the things that you say you want to do, right? Give them a call, talk to them, right? Understand how they got in business, right? Whether it be business, career, or personal. Just take some time to find out how somebody else sacrificed. Good morning, my good brother. And what steps did they take, right? Because what will happen is that will start to insulate your belief. That's critical on the things that you say you want to do. Because what happens is sometimes because we don't see other people sometimes, doing those things that we say we want to do, we don't believe that we can do it, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. You're right. To believe that we can do it. My good brother, Ron Triplett, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Right? And that's the situation. I talked about Neo in the Matrix, right? For those of us who are Matrix fans, when you watch the first Matrix versus when it gets to like the really second or the third Matrix, you got to understand, at a certain point, his belief changed. They were still trying to kill him. But once Neo's belief changed, guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? He stopped running. And that's indicative of our life. Because we don't believe, we're always in search of running and dodging, right? But when Neo believed, again, when they started to shoot at him, what did he do? He just put his hand up. He stopped running, right? So in order for things to manifest in your life, you have to believe, ladies and gentlemen, even when you can't see it. I always talk to you guys about one of my favorite scriptures, Hebrews 11:1. What does it say? It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Do you have enough faith and belief in the things that you say you want because you're crystal clear? Good morning. But you can't see it, right? Do you have enough belief that you, not me, right? Not your neighbor, not your cousin, because we tend to say, oh yeah, that's cool for them, but I'm not so sure that I can have the same thing. See, we easily take ourselves out of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe enough that your creator has given you exactly what you say you desire, that he has given you the ability to achieve it, right? Because when you really think about certain things, and if you're a believer, your creator, he's not going to give you something. He's not going to give you a dream, right? Without the methods of completing it, right? Everything we need is already inside of us. We just have to believe. And sometimes you need a coach, right? I'm a visionary coach. I help individuals coach them past their point of reality, right? And it's okay, right? Good morning, Wanda. It's okay to take some time and find a coach, right? And I said this before. If you study the top people in the world, right, whether it be athletes, business people, directors, there's one thing in common, ladies and gentlemen. They all have a coach, right? If you got an opportunity to sit down with Jay-Z, who's worth like $2.5 billion right now, you know what he's going to tell you? He had a coach. He may not talk about it, but he had other individuals that coached him to get to that level. So look at you and I, right? Sometimes we say, hey, nah, I don't need a coach, or I don't want to spend that money and invest that money in myself to get to the levels in life that I say I want to achieve. Kind of contradicting if you ask me, right? If you believe in yourself, then invest in yourself, right? Because you get those things that you say you want to obtain. And the last thing, ladies and gentlemen, now we're talking about manifesting, right? Manifestation. We're talking about manifesting things in your life that you say you want, right? If you want more to life, if the things that you're experiencing is just not enough, I'm just giving just 3 quick gems this morning on how to have those things manifest in your life. Number 1, be clear on what you want, right? Number 2, believe. And this last one is strong, ladies and gentlemen. This last one is strong. You have to know your why. I'm going to say it again. You have to know deep down inside in your gut, you have to know why. Because your why should be deep enough to make you cry. When things don't go well, when life happens, because life happens to all of us. When life happens, if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, it's going to be easy to quit. It's going to be easy to tap out on yourself. But this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Most people work on and they get stuck on trying to figure out how. But see, it's one thing that they don't understand. What is that, Thomas? If you understand why, and a lot of people said this before, if you understand why, you figure out the how. Ooh. I'm going to say it again. If you understand why you're doing something, you will figure out how to do it. Stop wasting your time on how, ladies and gentlemen. The how will be very easy, very simplistic. The why will carry you through the hard times. The why will make you be and allow you to be consistent. The why will keep you going when they said, Ron, you can't do that. Wanda, you can't do that. Brother Allen, you can't do that. There's no way you can do that because there's nobody else that's doing it. You can't do that, but your why will keep you focused on that thing until, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, until it becomes what? Self-evident. Ooh. Once that why becomes self-evident, Brother Triplett, what do they say? Yeah, I knew Ron. I knew he was going to do that, man. I knew he could do that, man. That guy, man, he just has so much drive. He has so much zeal. Yeah, we knew he was going to do it. But when they couldn't physically see it, they questioned your ability on getting it done. That's just human nature, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what people do. So the reason why I'm asking you to understand just those 3 simple jewels is because when you lock those in, I guarantee you, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving the goal that you say you wanted to achieve. You see, ladies and gentlemen, that equals manifestation, right? Sometimes we pray and we ask for certain things. And unfortunately, we live in a microwave society. We want things to just mystically, magically happen and appear, right? But that's just not the reality of it. Why? Because last night, hopefully you had a dinner, right? Hopefully you had a nice dinner. For those that eat meat, maybe you had some meat, maybe you had some vegetables, right? Maybe you had some starch. For those that don't, you found something that, satisfies your palate on the vegan menu, right? Whether it be tofu or pasta or something, right? But when you think about those things that we ate last night, ladies and gentlemen, that were able to give us nutrition in whatever way you see fit for yourself. Those things that you had on your plate, they took time to grow. They took time to harvest, right? So that's the simplicity of it, right? In order for you to sit down, and eat a meal, in order for you to sit down and to benefit from the things that you say you desire, it's going to take time, right? If they plant a seed in the ground, they don't expect to harvest tomorrow, right? There's the law of sowing and reaping, right? But all of a sudden, we get to, good morning. All of a sudden, we get to a point in our lives, and we don't think that the simplistic principles of the universe are not applicable to the things that we say we want. The simplicity of sowing and reaping, right? You say you desire something because you want something to manifest. Okay, be clear. What is that? What is that thing that you want? Okay, cool. Okay, do you believe that you can have it? That's the nurturing, right? That's the watering, right? Because you planted it, right? But now it has to nurture, right? And then the last thing is why? What's the reason for planting a seed, right? Eventually you want to reap a harvest. Why? So I can feed millions. Your dreams, your goals are the same thing. Good morning, Tanya. It's the same principle, but we miss it and we want to bypass it because it's something that we feel we should have now. But ladies and gentlemen, again, if you want things to manifest in your life, right? Meaning, if you pray about certain things and you can see it in your mind's eye, but you want those things to materialize in your reality, it's something that you have to do. Inside of the 3 things that I talked about, you have to stay focused, right? You have to stay focused long enough to witness and experience the manifestation that has already been completed. Because those things that you say you want inside of your business, inside of your career, and inside of your personal life are already done. Do you have the wherewithal? Do you have the focus? Do you have the tenacity to believe those things so when they become reality, when they manifest, other people can believe? And then can you go out and share those things and help other people? Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, I can go long, but actually I'm creating some group coaching programs, right? I'm going to change platforms just so I can do this a little bit longer and then have some interaction with everybody, and we can kind of build with your thoughts, your, questions and things of that nature, man. So I'm working on that. That's in the near future, right? Because that's another level for myself as well. But on this Sunday morning, right, April 30th, the last day of the month, going into a new month, I wanted to share with you guys, to start thinking about what are those things in our lives that we want to manifest. And once you become clear on those things, there's certain steps, right, that you need to take in order for those things to become reality. But again, I'm a visionary coach. If you need some coaching, I'll be glad to give you a free consultation, help you out, and create a program that's specifically designed for you. You can reach out to me on social media, DM me, send me an instant message. I'll be more than willing, more than glad, to actually talk to you and kind of see where you are, right? But until then, it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. You guys go out there and make this, which is the last day of the month, the best day of your life. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.